My name is Drew. I grew up in a small town. Streets were quiet and nights were dark. Not many people my age. The few had their own circles. I had few friends. For a long time, I felt like an outsider, a ghost in the hallways. The days were long and the silence could be heavy. When I was a kid, playing games was my private escape. I would sit on the floor of my bedroom for hours, completely lost in the stories unfolding on the screen. I loved the challenge and the immersion. I loved getting better, seeing my skills grow with practice. In a world where I often felt invisible, clear progress in a game felt like real satisfaction. I found calm and focus that were rare in daily life. These small victories were mine and mine alone. I never imagined this solitary passion would be shared with thousands. Playing games for a living felt like an impossible dream. It was something you read about online, something only people in big cities seem to do. In my small town, a job meant working with your hands or in a local shop. The idea of being a streamer was unimaginable, yet the dream persisted. I wanted to see if I could, turn it into something more. The first few streams were incredibly hard. I would sit in my chair, I would turn on my camera, I would start my broadcast, my heart pounding in my chest. I talked into the mic like there was a crowd. I'd play the game, try to make jokes, narrate every move with as much energy as I could muster. Then I'd glance at my second monitor. Viewer count, always 0. Not one person. Not even that friend who promised they'd tune in. The silence was deafening. I felt silly talking to an empty room. Sometimes the count would flicker to 1. My heart would leap. I'd say hello, hoping they'd type in chat. Most times it was just a bot, or someone who clicked by accident and left seconds later. The number dropped back to 0. Disappointment hit hard. For months this was my reality. I streamed to an audience of none. The chat stayed empty. One night stands out. About 3 months into streaming, I had a routine, finish the day job, eat a quick dinner, then set up the stream. I promised myself 2 hours minimum. I did not quit. The next morning, I woke up with a renewed sense of determination. I told myself that if this was something I truly wanted, I couldn't just hope for it to happen. I had to work for it. Practice is what makes you better at anything. Video game. Practice is what makes you better. A new job. Practice is what makes you better. Streaming. I decided to stop focusing on the viewer count and start focusing on improving my craft. I began to treat it like a serious project. I made a list of things I could improve, one small step at a time. I started by learning about proper lighting. I used white poster board to bounce light. I was trying to make my camera image look less like a grainy security video. Next, I focused on my audio. I watched dozens of tutorials to get the clearest sound. I learned about filters, I learned about equalizers. I practiced speaking more clearly and with more confidence, even when no one was there. I watched my past streams, cringing at the awkward silences, and made notes to be a better host. I learned from others but kept my own voice and personality. I committed to a strict schedule and treated my stream like a real job, on time, prepared even for an empty audience. After months of grinding away in obscurity one day, something finally changed. It was not a dramatic overnight explosion of popularity. It was a small, quiet moment that I almost missed. I was playing an indie game I had just discovered. A beautiful, challenging title I was genuinely excited about. During the stream, I talked about the game's design, how it made me feel. My passion came through. One of the few viewers clipped it and shared it on a small forum. A simple act, the spark that lit the fuse. A few people from that forum clicked the link came to watch my next stream. Instead of the usual 0 or 1 viewer, I suddenly had 5, then 10. They weren't passive lurkers. They asked questions and shared experiences. They liked my calm, analytical approach, focused on the game, not drama. They stayed to the end and promised to come back. That small influx became my core community, the true beginning. As the viewer numbers started to climb from the dozens into the hundreds, I felt a strange mix of excitement and anxiety. It was thrilling to see so many people enjoying my content, but it also came with a new kind of pressure. I had seen other channels grow quickly by leaning into drama, starting fights, and making controversial statements to get clicks. A part of me worried I'd need to do that to keep growing. But I decided early on I would never go down that path. I wanted a community based on positivity and respect, not on negativity and outrage. I remembered 0 viewers vividly. That humility was something I promised I would never lose. I wanted to show success through hard work and kindness, without tearing anyone else down. Instead of drama, I focused on my own community. I thanked viewers at the beginning and end of every stream. I set clear rules and wasn't afraid to block troublemakers. People were drawn to a chill, welcoming place to hang out. I lifted others up, shared what I'd learned, and built support, not rivalry. Making a living from streaming did not happen overnight. It was not like a lottery win where a huge check arrived. It was slow and gradual, built on many small steps. Income started with viewer subscriptions and small donations. Seeing that first sub was incredible. Someone valued my content enough to support it. Eventually, I partnered and earned a little from ads. With thousands of regulars, small brand deals came my way. I only accepted sponsors I genuinely believed in and used myself. I kept a strict budget, paid taxes, and saved for the future. Using some of that money to help my family was the best feeling. I still live simply and haven't forgotten where I came from. Those memories keep me humble and thankful for every hello in chat. Today, I stream to thousands of viewers every time I go live. It is a reality that still feels surreal, but I never forget the first months of my journey. I still remember the sting of that 0. I still remember the silence of my room. I still remember the nights I fought the urge to quit. Those memories aren't shame. They are my foundation. They keep me grounded. They're why I treat every person with respect, and why I say thank you every single broadcast. Attention is a gift. Community is a gift, not a guarantee. If you are just starting out on your own journey, whether it's streaming or something else entirely, and you feel like you're shouting into the void, I want to say this to you. If you truly love what you are doing, keep going. Don't just wait for success to find you. Work for it. Practice your craft every day. Learn from people who are better than you. Do not lose your own voice. Be kind to everyone you meet along the way. Create a schedule and stick to it. Show up even when you don't feel like it. Be patient with yourself and your growth. Every small step forward matters. My story is not about getting lucky, though luck helped. The turning point was choosing to keep going every day before that. Learn. Improve. Be a kind person in a space that can be unkind. That turned a lonely kid into someone who gets to play games, connecting with people all over the world. In the end, I am still Drew from that small town. I still get excited about new games. I still appreciate a quiet night. I still appreciate the feeling of a small personal win. I am incredibly grateful for every single person who chooses to watch and be a part of my community. I try to give back that positivity and support in everything I do. I try to be the kind of streamer my younger self needed. That is my story, and I hope it can help you on your own. Thank you for listening.